Well, happy Monday, guys. Real quick, I wanted to make sure that I could give you 5 common sense tips to make it through holiday dinner, because Christmas is in 2 days and New Year's will be following shortly behind. You guys ready? So let's do it. All right, common sense tip number 1. Come late, leave early. There are some people that love their family, but their family can be hard to love. And so you want to still spend time with them. Here's one thing that I've always done. Come late. You come when everybody's eating. When everybody done sat down and they're eating. Guess what happens? They're focused on that plate and they're kind of cackling a little bit. Some of them are just a little quiet. Why? They're focused on that plate. They're not focused on a bunch of drama. But their food has got their full attention, right? And then when that liquor comes out and that little funny cigarette comes out, and the people start changing a little bit, time to go. So come late, leave early. Tip number 2, read the room. Have an emotional intelligence thermometer with you. And when you walk in that door, baby, read the room. Let that thermometer go off and tell you what's going on in that room. What do I mean by that? First thing, is everybody laughing, having a good time? Second thing, has the alcohol come out already? And those funny little cigarettes. Number 3, are people side-eyeing each other? And smart little comments coming off. That is your temperature setter. It lets you know, honey, I can't sit in this environment, okay? Hey, you know what? I can't stay, but I wanted to stop by real quick and, say hi, hug everybody because I got somewhere else I got to be. Your mama got to see your face and everybody kind of laughed and hugged you, and now you got your fill. Make sure you get your plate just in case you don't have someplace to go so that you can continue to stay one with your family. Number 3, stay busy. Find something to do there, whether it's help to set up stuff. You can serve food. You can be out there over the music. Do something that will kind of keep you out of, but in, okay? Engaged, but out of drama, out of the mess. Here's what I mean by that. Because most of the time, when you stay in, if you're in the kitchen, people ain't in the kitchen. They out there playing cards and they're doing all that other kind of stuff. So you are in the house, but you are out of the drama. You're in a different environment. So stay busy. Do something to keep you busy so that you don't find yourself in the center of the mix. But you're in the house, but you're not of the festivities and everything else that's going on. Okay? So that's your common sense tip number 3. All right, tip number 4, pick your battles. Listen here. Not everything that's going to be said in that room, at that kitchen table, in that kitchen, needs your commentary. You do not need to respond to everything that's said. Before you leave the house, already have set up in your mind, I'm not talking about religion. I am not talking about politics. I am not going to be talking about other people in the family. These are subjects that I'm staying off of. Already have that made up in your mind. Let me tell you why. Because one of the biggest fights I got into when I was younger is I was staying with a group of kids. And a couple of them was my cousins, but they were talking about this girl and they were talking about how black she was. Oh, she's so black. And one of the girls said, ain't she Chanel? And I was like, mm-hmm. Next thing I know, they go back to the girl and tell the girl, Chanel said you black. Chanel ain't said that. All I said was, mm-hmm. And we was fighting at church. I said at church. Yeah, pray for me. Anyway, and I learned, I was like 10 or 11 at that point. But what I learned is, child, just shut your mouth and stay out of stuff. Okay? Because now all this drama's hopped off, and whose name ended up in it? Yours. So close your mouth. Walk away. People tell you, I do not, when people get to about somebody, I walk away. Ain't none of my business, number 1. Number 2, you got to have grace and mercy for other people. I have learned myself from all the mistakes that I've ever made. Give grace and mercy to people and mind your business and keep going so it don't knock on your door. Because it will knock on your door after a while. All right? So pick your battles. Unless it's something that, is dire, then don't even, comment on it. And then if it's really bad, that means it's time for you to go. People always ask me, how do you deal with people, that talk about you or, and I'm like, listen, let me tell you what I do. Just because somebody got a problem don't mean that I do. I do not allow other people's problems to become mine. They don't like you. That's not my problem. I'm cute. I stay cute. That's why I don't have wrinkles and I don't have but like a few gray hairs. Look, on the side, I just found like 3 on this side. And I don't dye my hair. And I don't have wrinkles because, look, I don't have expression lines. Wanna know why? Because Chanel laughs all the time. I let ignorant people be ignorant. I stay cute, sit in my corner, and continue to age gracefully. Why? Because I don't let other people's problems become mine. All right? So not everything deserves a comment, nor am I looking for it, because I don't care. So become that person. That ain't my problem. Walk off. Don't even get involved. They don't like you. That's okay. They'll be fine. Let them eat some chicken and keep going, because that does not bother you. Now, I'm saying somebody come up in you and you think you have to do something different, which I don't encourage. But what I am saying is pick your battles. 9 times out of 10, that stuff ain't worth nothing. It don't mean nothing. You can, and that is your cue to do what we're going to talk about next. Have an exit strategy. Child, I have many, okay? I have 3 sons, and there are a lot of their friends that have good mother figures, so they would come to me to talk to me about different things, and we set up what was called an exit strategy. If they ever got in trouble or felt like they were in a situation that they needed to get out of, and they were able to recognize it in enough time, they would text me 911. I knew 911 meant they needed an exit strategy, and I was the person to help them get that. And so I get the text, immediately I pick up the phone and call them and say, hey, where you at? Look, I got something going on. I need you to get to the house immediately. You need me to leave right now? I do. I need you to leave right now. Some stuff done jumped off and I need you at home, right? Until they're like, oh my God, okay, Mom, I'm on my way home. And their friends be like, oh, you got to go? Yeah, man, I got to go. There's some problems at home. My mom need me at home. Or they were with a girl and they was trying to be good and they would call me and say, give me an exit strategy. I would be their exit strategy. All right. And so already have a way of escape. Know how you can get out of there. Even if you have to have a friend that you empower with that tool. If I send you 911, that means call me and get me up out of it. I've even had to do that as an adult. My best friend, God rest her soul, there's times that I was just like, Lord, I've been abstinent. I'm trying to stay that way. And I would send her 911 and that meant call me now. Call me now. Call me now. Because I'm still trying to hold on. And thank God, I've been able to be abstinent now 13 years because of, having people that understood my weaknesses and, could help me when I needed to get out of a situation. So make sure you got people that can help you out, but also set that exit strategy right from hey, I just came out. I can't stay very long. Because I do have another place to go. But I wanted to come and see and sit with y'all and love on y'all. So that way, you already set from the time you get there that you're going to leave. And that way it won't look like, oh, she just left because she was mad. You already told them, I can't stay long. All right. So there is your 5 tips. Here's a bonus tip, right? I am a believer. I'm a kingdom girl. So I will pray in a minute. God, I ask you to make that atmosphere conducive for me to walk in it. Everything that is not aligned with the spirit that is within me, bring it under subjection, arrest it, get it out of the atmosphere, cleanse the atmosphere so I can sit there and be at peace with the people I love. And it works. All right. So there's your 5 common sense tips. I pray that these help you to get through the holiday seasons, to be able to love on your family and still keep yourself sane. All right. You guys have a wonderful day. Hopefully I'll talk to you before Christmas. But if not, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and you guys have a great day. Bye.